Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the Porsche series on Project Cars 2. This is round 1, race 2 here at Sonoma Raceway in the Porsche Carerra GT, and let's take you through the grid for this one then. So it is Callum on pole position then. Callum takes pole with Pash alongside, Blakeney in 3rd, then it's Video in 4th, Stevie 5th, Bidzster in 6th, NRP 7th, 8th for Neil Farmack, and then 9th for VMX, and 10th is Bradders. So let's get on with the race then. So looking at Callum at the start of the race, here we go, and we're off. Good start from Callum as well as we go down towards the first corner. Oh, plenty of stuff happening in the middle of Video and Blakeney make contact into the first corner. Up the hill, try and be careful boys up here, into the corner. Stevie trying to go around the outside of Video and trying to get close to Blake as well. Still side by side with Video as we go down towards turn 2. Turn 3 really, technically as Video carries the speed around the outside, gets the inside for down the hill. Good move there from Video, and Bidzster looking ever opportunistic behind, trying to go up the inside of Stevie there. Stevie going to the outside of Video, not finding a way through. Video holding his line. So it's Callum, Pash, and then Video trying to look for a way past Blakeney here. Stevie goes to the outside of Blakeney, 3 wide. Video, Blake, Stevie. Blake takes the place. Stevie tries to go through as well. Bidzster behind. Can't quite do anything there. Into the left-right section. Stevie leaning on Video. A little bit of rubbing there, but we're all good. We all get away with it just about. But risky stuff there as we go down the hill. Into the left-hander, into the fast right, which leads towards the hairpin at the end of the lap. Stevie still in 5th place. Trying to pass Video. Ooh, really close behind him there. Video goes a bit wide. We're okay. Blakeney's right on the back of Pash as well. So Blakeney's on the back of Pash, and we're all really closing up here. Everyone together as one. Clean first lap for most people as we go up and over the top. Video up the inside of Blakeney, in towards turn 1 and into turn 2, the right-hander. Into turn 2, and it's Video from Blake. Stevie's going to go through as well. Good move there by Video. Blake under attack from Stevie now. Bidzster behind, NRP Neil as well. Stevie around the outside of Blake to get the inside for the next corner. Brilliant move there by Stevie, but Blakeney's fighting straight back and he's lost the car. Hits Bidzster, spins around in the middle of the pack. Blakeney's spun around in the middle of the pack. He's trying to get going, trying to get a camera on him. There we go, he's spun around backwards. Bidzster couldn't avoid that, and Blakeney's now facing the wrong way. He's got to get that turn round. Oh, it's further down, we've got NRP spun round. Neil's been involved in something as well. He's going backwards. It's all happening here on lap 2 of this race at Sonoma. Absolutely all happening. Pash and Video have got away with it though, but we'll get some replays on that action for you now. Okay, here's a replay of some of the mayhem that happened then. So watch here, Blakeney goes into Bidzster, straight off, hits Stevie. Now watching Stevie here, watch this. So NRP and Neil have just made their way through that incident. There they are, Neil and NRP, the yellow and red car. Then Stevie rejoins, Neil panics, goes across to the side and hits NRP into the barriers. He was only reacting to Stevie rejoining, and NRP was in the wrong place, wrong time. So it was just a complete utter racing incident. And then for some reason, Neil's been trying to rejoin here because he's gone off and that, and he comes up back on here. Then VMX, bang, comes across it in front of his teammate. We'll have to get a different view on that, but then that's how Neil rolled, so we'll have to get another angle on that. Oh, as we come back from that, Neil's just rolled. Incredible, Neil's just rolled. I don't know what the hell happened there, but again, another replay will be needed. And here's the view on board with VMX, looking at the rolls. Here we go, out the corner, then all of a sudden Neil comes out of nowhere, bang, hits him, and his teammate goes off. Neil wasn't really looking where he was going there when he was rejoining, and VMX hits his teammate into a roll, and then we get going. So, after all the flipping fun that we've had, get the pun, flipping fun, Callum is in the lead of the race. Callum 3.7 seconds ahead of Pash in 2nd place, then it is Video in 3rd. Stevie is 4th, coming across the line now. There's Stevie in 4th. Bidzster's back in 5th, despite having spun halfway through that lap, and another half of the lap he's back in 5th. NRP in 6th, he's coming towards the line. NRP 6th place there across the line in a battered car. Blakeney, his teammate behind him, so Team Silverstone back in 6th and 7th. 8th is Neil Farmack, and then VMX, his teammate, in 9th, and Bradders right at the back, but he's still within touching distance of people, so you never know. Watch this space, anything could happen. So we look at Pash then coming out of the hairpin. So Pash there coming out the hairpin. He's got Video closing in on him. Video, the man with the pace around here. Video knows this track very well. Used to come here when he was younger and watch the racing, so he knows this track very well. That was back when it was probably called Infineon Raceway as well, which is going back a few years. As we go down towards the hairpin, looking further back, we've got NRP and Blake still close together, the two teammates running line astern for Team Silverstone. We've got Neil Farmack and VMX behind as Team Fick, so F-I-I-K, Team Fick. So it sounds like I'm saying the word thick as a southerner, but no offence to any southerners out there, it just sounds like that. But NRP in 6th place then, he's been caught by Blake, his teammate, gets out the corner, just about squares the car off, bit of a twitch there on the way out, but all good, just about holds on to it, which is good. But Bidzster fastest lap of the race, 1:18.9 compared to Callum 1:19.6 as Bidzster slides up the hill. Really trying to push hard and catch up to the front guys. There's Callum at the front. He's way out ahead, 3.7 seconds. Hopefully this time his wheel will stay on his car. So he'll hopefully, because his wheel will stay on the stand, should I say? Because his simulation racing wheel just fell off the stand or didn't tighten it down properly. So that's the risk when you clamp it down. As Blaney goes straight on. He decides to visit the runoff area and say hello to the marshals. And Neil goes straight through into 7th place. So, yeah, Blakeney getting a bit carried away with himself there, missing the middle pedal completely and pressing the one on the left. Here we go, look at Callum. There's Callum in the lead. Then we've got Pash. Video still 1 second behind him, just under a second. The gap between Pash and Video, you can see the gap there. We've got Bidzster's off! Bidzster's gone off! He's slid round, don't know, he's got damage on the car, you can see, well that's the only problem with having a white car. Damage is definitely visible. But Bidzster, he's back down to 5th, replay. Okay, here's a replay what happened to Bidzster. So they see the car there had a massive twitch into the corner and hits the curb, and his rear end just goes round, he tries to hold it, he's into the wall, but he can't really do anything. Now if he presses reset here, it's going to reset him onto the racing line, so he reverses where there's plenty of room. Lets Stevie go through and then turns the car around, grabs first gear and a perfect J-turn to resume. As we come back from the spinning Bidzster, we look at Blakeney then into the last corner. Lots and lots of understeer there, can't get the car turned at all and gets going, then gets going out the corner. There's Bradders, he's had a little spin there I think. Bradders not enjoying this car. He'll be a lot more comfortable next time at Laguna Seca, which will be next round. But obviously after this we've got the next races in Scotland at the Bannockbury Road Circuit. So Video's ahead of Pash. Video's ahead of Pash. Just realised it. Come on, wake up. But Pash is now in 3rd. Video up to 2nd. Replay on the pass. Okay guys, replay on the pass to get the 2nd place between Video and Pash. Pash runs wide. Video gets a good run over the top of the hill and then gets the inside into the next corner down here, but Pash tries to hold on around the outside, tries to do what he can. As Video has a little twitch there under power, side by side down towards the hairpin, but Video brakes late, gets onto the apex and takes the 2nd place. So as we come back from that then, Video up to 2nd, Pash down to 3rd, Stevie is in 4th. There's a bit of a gap between him and Pash and Co, as Bidzster's only a couple of seconds behind him. Bidzster pushing hard to try and recover from the mistake that he made at this very corner on the last lap. Let's see what happens here as we go through this time. Through the corner nicely, and yeah, no risk that time. There's Neil and NRP close together. Neil's in 6th, NRP down to 7th. Blakeney's in 8th. The understeering Blakeney not enjoying this car at all. But Pash and Video are still close together. Pash is ahead of Video again. Pash has passed him back and switched again. Replay. And this is how Pash got back through past Video. As a couple of corners later, Video slides wide onto the gravel, and Pash says, "Thank you very much, young chum. See you later." Yeah, after the 2nd replay with those two, it is Pash now ahead of Video. The battle for 2nd place rages on. Remember, Pash relatively new to the group, but he looks like he's quite experienced, so he's doing very well. Well, he's a marshal in motorsport, a bit like Bidzster, so he knows his way around racing. As Video goes to the outside, Pash defends the inside. No way through. Pash runs a bit wide out the corner. Got to watch the track limits. Just stays within him as Pash defends his position very well there. So he's definitely got some good battling instincts as Pash, and it's good to see. Video trying his best, and Video's not one to knock as well. Video, very talented racer, and gets a bit scrappy sometimes, but Video pushing hard and doing what he can do. Bidzster in 5th, still trying to catch up to Stevie, who's lost it. Stevie's lost it, rolling round, there we go. I just saw the back of the car going round, he's reversing, oh, just goes the other way. Gets the car recovered and on he goes, but Stevie will be annoyed about that. He's down to 5th, and he's got to watch Neil Farmack for closing up, but now he's just got a good enough gap over him to resume, so Neil Farmack not able to capitalise on Stevie's mistake, but Bidzster did, and Bidzster's up to 4th. Meanwhile, back to the battle between Video and Pash, still raging on. 4/10 is the gap in the favour of Video. Bradders is off, or Bradders just letting the leaders go through, I think. Bradders just been very sporting there, letting the leaders go through, because he's not enjoying this car, and he goes up over the first corner there. So Video and Pash, a little bit more of a gap now. Pash must have ran wide a little bit into the first couple of corners. Up over the top of the hill, down the descent into the braking zone. I'm going to brake very early in this car, because even though the brakes are huge in this game, this car's brakes are awful. So definitely put more time into the race cars, project cars, as the road cars still not quite up to scratch, but still quite enjoyable cars, and providing good entertainment here at Sonoma Raceway. Meanwhile, Callum in the lead, 121.5. Good lap for him last time round, nice and consistent out front. Oh, bit of lag there as well, so Callum's got to watch the lag here, otherwise he could disconnect, so we don't want that to happen. But he's only just got his internet properly working again. He's even plugged in with Ethernet and everything, but doesn't seem to be helping him. So anyone wants to leave any advice in the comment section for Callum, please do so. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the videos, guys. Every like and subscribe is a big help to us at LPB Racing. As NRP's off the grid, but NRP's off the track. I was about to say off the grid then. He's more or less off the grid, to be honest. He's that far off the track. There we are. NRP back down to 7th and rearranging the advertisement boards. Clearly did not like that advertisement on there and wanted something else. But NRP goes through. Well, he goes through the shot. Almost outbrakes himself. Gets the car stopped and off onto another lap. Video faster lap that time round than Callum, but he's got a 5.5 second gap to Callum. So it's so far a 1-2 for that team, which is Blue Street Racing. So hence the blue cars. I think they're going to try and stick with blue cars if they can through this season. See if they can. All teams don't. Well, they've got to sort of stick with the same colour if they can, but they don't. Well, not the same colour as like a white car one week and a red car one week. You can have, because obviously it depends on the colours of the car, because if the cars only come with a certain amount of liveries, then we're a bit restricted. But where possible, they're going to have to try and keep to a sort of, the teammates have the same colour. So one week, like for example, Pash and Bidzster there in the white cars. So you got white cars there for Pash and Bidzster. Next week, for example, in the other Porsche, there might not be a white option, so they might have to go for a red or a blue or something. So, but the teammates will run the same colour. So just to make it easier for identification for our purposes and myself as well, commentating. We go out the corner with Bidzster, trying to do what he can to try and catch up to the others. Pash is losing touch with Video out front, so in 3rd place. Just losing touch of Video. Video's pulled away a bit, and with a 121.5 last time round and 23s for Callum and Pash, Video is the fastest man on track at the moment. Well, actually no, correction, Stevie is. He's just done a faster lap, so Stevie is the fastest man on track at the moment. So Stevie putting in some good laps, but he's a bit far behind now. It's a bit late to be doing that pace, but good to see that he can still do it. Video, very consistent pace. He's only a few thousandths off of Stevie's pace, so very good for Video here. Roughly a 1.5 lap quicker than the cars around him. Through the left-right section. Let's have a little look back down the order. We've got Neil Farmack there in the yellow car, going down through the little loop. Oh, we've got a car off! Stevie's lost it! Stevie's lost it. I would imagine he put too much power on the way out because there were no one around him at all. So Stevie makes his own mistake and down to 6th place. Neil given a gift up to 5th. Let's see if they can hold on to it through here. So these cars proving difficult. Remember, the track is quite warm now as well, so it's based on 10 o'clock in the morning, and in the Californian desert that is going to be red hot. So, well, for us Brits it's red hot, for the Americans it's practically cold, but for us it's red hot, and for the tyres it's definitely warm as well. And the tyres will be going off on these cars because they are road tyres on this car. As we go into the hairpin and out of it, Stevie trying to do what he can to catch up, but to no avail so far. Video slowly catching Callum. He's almost half the gap as Callum's been lapping VMX, I think. VMX there being lapped by Callum, who's in the lead. So there's Callum, 122.3 last time round for Callum, so just slightly putting a bit more pace into it to try and stop or slow Video's approach. I know they're both teammates, but remember, this is only the first round of the season, it's only the second race, so there'll be no team orders in place, and there shouldn't really be any anyway in LPB racing. It should be everyone fighting for their own. If people want to help certain teammates out, they can, but it's only at their own will. It's not forced, so not really team orders as such, but it's team favours, should we say. That's a better way of putting it. Team favours. As we go down to the last corner with Video 3.5 seconds behind, or just over 3.5 seconds now, almost 4 seconds behind Callum. There's Callum on the move here. Let's watch the lap times. 1:22.4 for Callum, and for Video that time round a 1:21.8. So he's closing up, but it's not going to be a fast enough gap to try and catch Callum within this lap unless Callum throws it away. He's got to get past VMX as well. VMX has got to watch his mirrors here. Got to get blue flag. There he goes. Let's Video go through. Good observation there by VMX, and Video goes through. Bidzster's next on track in third. Then but he's past Pash. Pash has gone off, so the two teammates swap. So Pash probably run wide somewhere, and Bidzster goes through. So Bidzster into third, Pash down to fourth. Neil in fifth, Stevie in sixth, trying to catch him up, but again he's been off. 124 and 125 for Stevie, so he's been off the track again. Not a consistent, really good race here for Stevie. But meanwhile, up front, Callum Paul Banks, absolutely dominant in this race. His wheel's not fallen off its stand this time. He's made sure it's doubly tightened this time, so he holds on to the position. And as we come round the last few corners, down towards the last hairpin, then they've just got the little kink left at the end of the track. Into the hairpin we go. Callum Paul Banks looking for his first win on Project Cars this season. Here we go. He would have won the first race if it wasn't for the wheel problems, but making up for it now, Callum Paul Banks wins race 2 of the first round of the Porsche Series. Well done to Callum. He wins the race at Sonoma Raceway. Video gets a very good second place. Good position for him. Bidzster's going to be in third. He'll be happy with that. A win and a third so far, so not bad for Bidzster there. And Pash in fourth, so good one for the team as well. Should also point out it was a 1-2 for Video and Callum, which will be a 1-2 for their team, Blue Street Racing, so good job for them. Neil Farmack is going to be in fifth. Good fifth place for Neil Farmack in a rather battered and bruised car there. Fifth for Neil Farmack. Sixth, it goes the way of Stevie. Not very consistent in that one. They had the pace, but just couldn't find consistency. NRP in seventh. Seventh place for NRP as he drifts his way across the line. And Blakeney trying to find some sort of grip out the last corner. He's going to be the last one on the last lap in 8th position. VMX and Bradders will be the last finishers in 9th and 10th. So we'll just get those results confirmed for you now, guys. Okay guys, here's the results from that end. So Callum takes victory in that one, redemption from race 1. Then it's Video in 2nd, Bidzster gets on the podium in 3rd, Pash in 4th. Then it's 5th for Neil Farmack, 6th is Stevie, NRP in 7th, Blakeney in 8th, VMX in 9th, and Bradders rounds off the 10. So as we come back from that then, there is your winner. Callum, just rewinding so we can actually see the car properly. Here we go. There's your winner, Callum Paul Banks. Well done to Callum. He wins the race 2 at Sonoma, and we'll see you guys next time for race 3 out of 4, which will be at Bannockbury Road Circuit in Scotland. We'll see you then, guys. Take care.